It looks like the summer stuff's arriving. These shorts are fucking the comfortablest shorts, jean shorts particularly, but they just fit a fucking amazingly. So I can safely sit like a whore without anyone seeing anything that they don't need to see. Because I've got to say, it's quite comfortable to sit like this. It doesn't make me look like a whore. Just don't really have an issue with. There's a few things I want to say. I don't even know what I'm going to call this. I can't think of what this would be titled because it's not really about anything. It's about stuff. But like yesterday, when I felt like I didn't want to wake up this morning, I felt like that. So I said it. So I put it on here. And like, really, that is one of my 5 core principles. There must be more than 5. But of the original 5, that I didn't even know if there was 5. That was definitely one of them. Not wants to kill yourself. That would be ridiculous. Just be, like, feel what it is. Don't let anyone tell you it's any different. If that's what it is, that's what it is. You're not a loser for thinking it. You haven't, there's a big difference between, like, not wanting to be alive and wanting to kill yourself. But I think it causes yourself a lot of trouble by denying it and saying, oh, it's selfish to even think that and all that sort of shit. And then, yeah, so you sit down and push it back down again and let it fester. Because I fucking, no one really knows. No one ever really knows what's going on in someone's head. But I bet you there are a lot of people that have gone through with it, have had that thought, and then tried to push it down and say you're not supposed to. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't like that reprogramming thing. Like, we're all going through it, or, you're not the only one. I know how you feel. Stop talking about themselves. And, just the fact that you don't even want to fucking, it's a horrible fucking place to get to. But then it's seen by a lot of people as actually just an out of order fucking thing. And it's not out of order. It's not out of order. It's what it is. And like today, sort of this morning, actually that was it. I didn't give myself enough credit. I did my radio mix yesterday morning, and it took like a couple of takes, but it came out really well. And that was a productive thing. And I wrote the track list as I'd done it, and I emailed it in, checked it was the right format. It was like 3 days early. It was brilliant. 3 fucking days early. But then this morning, it was like I was up quite early. Had a coffee and stuff, but I ended up going back to sleep at about. I cuddled up with this thing, this little scrumptious over here. Hello, mate. Purring instantly. And I went back to sleep till about 12:15 or something like that. And that was it. I was like, I really was in a shitty sort of space. And then my mate invited me over, and I just suddenly thought, yeah, I've often said, like, impulse is the best time to catch me. I'm not trying to turn you on, it's just I shave my legs and I still love how they feel. But what was I fucking on about? That's distracted me. That feeling has just taken up a lot of my fucking consciousness. I'm like, oh, love it. Weirdo, perv, twat, bellend, and what? And fucking what? But a weirdo, perv, twat, bellend that can stroke his thigh. My mate, and I'd said, oh, I've got to train and do this and do that, whatever it was. And I gave myself 2 hours, and straight away I thought, that's not enough. No, I just trained, that was it. I'd finished training. Had a protein shake. And then I left. And I thought, I'll get a Burger King on the way over. And then I read his message, and he texted, and he'd had to cancel, and he was like, I feel really bad and all of that. And then I was halfway to Burger King, and then I'd forgotten my wallet and I had to come back and get it, and didn't lose my shit. Didn't feel fucking pathetic, because like that was the other thing. Like I felt happy about having somewhere to go out. That was the other thing. I got all dressed up. I didn't get all dressed up. It was like I chose what clothes I was going to wear. I did my hair and makeup. And I thought, like, treat it like some, I'm starting to do that more. Like, I've got tonight's, where did I put them? There. These are tonight's fresh pajamas. I'm going to have fresh, clean, girly pajamas every fucking night. Why shouldn't I? It's part of being nice to me. So I did all that. And, like, in the past, when I was really lonely, if I'd, like, have, go and see a mate, I'd be really, really like, oh, wow, that's really cool. And then straight away be feeling a cunt for what a sap I am for feeling so happy that, wow, someone wants to see me once. And then when cancellations happen, it would always be the end of the fucking world, because like quite often it'd be something that I'd looked forward to for like 4 or 5 days, because I'd nothing else to do for 4 or 5 days, or like other than just working or whatever the fuck I was doing. And it's like, I'm finally going to see someone, and then they cancel on me, and to them it's nothing because they're going to see someone else later and they're doing something else later. But my life's often been very bleak, very fucking bleak for long periods of time. And you only have to put feelers out a few times and get told no before you start to feel really fucking annoying and whatever. So you become a bit more reclusive, and it's a vicious circle. But there's none of that. It just cancelled. I was like, it doesn't matter. I was like, don't feel. He was like, I feel really bad. I was like, don't feel bad. It was like, his mum thought it was too late by the time I got there. I was like, dude, I was going to be late anyway. I was. And I didn't do my laundry. I'd got that badly wrong. That didn't make me lose my shit either. It was like, yeah, all right, I won't, fuck it, I'll spin it again in the morning. So it's basically like I had that sleep this morning and I got up, and admittedly a lot of time did disappear from me, but I just thought, hang on a minute, I've done more today. I've had 3 meals, 2 protein shakes, fairly solid workout. Got a lot of this place sorted, a lot of the fucking drawers. I had all the bits out and I've refolded like, I think 3 of them now out of 6. No, 5 that I used. The bottom one's like not very good as a drawer, so it's just got stuff chucked in there that I don't need to get in and out a lot. So I've got 2 more to do. I need to sort all my makeup out and throw a load of shit away and sweep the floor. But other than that, it's like I've got the duvet cover on. I've made the bed. I've restacked all the cushions around because they were just cluttered all over the floor. All of that shit. 2 eyeball cushions, a unicorn, that cushion was on here, a Darth Vader, and a couple of bags. They were just all around on the floor with shit hanging out on them and on top of them, all that shit. Every fucking day. So I still haven't finished tidying my room. But it's, it come from nowhere. Really, like this morning, it was still a big sort of battle. Like bigger picture stuff was hitting me, and just it felt difficult. It felt horrible. It felt bleak. It felt hopeless. And again, you can't share that shit with people. Why can't you share that shit with people? If it's real, you're allowed to fucking express a feeling without having someone go, yeah, so, but, and, already fucking diminutivizing it, making it smaller, making it inconsequential, not important, because they're straight away rushing to the end result where everything's fine. That doesn't always fucking work. You're much better. I said this was another one. Oh, we're going to get them all in. I might get them all in. There was a girl who was watching me dance yesterday for about half an hour. I could see her on the thing. She smiled a bit. I could see she was bobbing her head. And she came over and chatted to me. Like, fucking talk about feeding the narcissist in me. She's doing a fine art degree. And, what was it? Like the culture of dance or something. And she said, I'm filming a lot of people who dance out in public, who dance out in the street. Sort of thing, would you mind if I filmed you? And we chatted quite a bit about all sorts of stuff, and she sort of semi-interviewed me. She's like, why do you do this? What are you getting from it? And I was like, well, this would be interesting. So I told her quite a lot about a lot of my weirdnesses. And she was cool with a lot of them. And she was actually sort of, like we talked about the confidence thing. Like, I seem really confident. And I said, well, look, confidence is people think confidence is absolute and blanket wide, and it's not. confident people can always be made to look stupid, and they look and feel really stupid when they're put on the spot. It's just they don't often get put on the spot because everyone thinks they're confident. Everyone thinks they're infallible. But what was the point? There was a point that was related to something I said to her. We talked about being schizotypal, interpreting meanings. Can't remember the exact thing I was going to say because we talked about several things. But she was a younger, and she again had that way of feeding it back to you that shows you that she's really grasped what you mean. We call it an enhanced reflection in motivational interviewing. Reflect it back with an enhanced description of it. You apply the dynamics of it, show them it in practice or whatever. And she was doing that. And she really got it. And I hope she comes. She said she really wanted to do what I did. I said, well, look, like we had discussed it, that when I'm here, I'd said it to another guy, actually, a homeless dude that I chatted to. I bought him some food and give him some fags. And he came over, and I had to have a word with him. I said, dude, I really don't mind you being here, but I won't be able to chat to you or really sort of interact too much with you. I said, people pass and they dance for a minute and we might say hello, but I need to just, you know, when other people are like right next to me, it's not the same. It's this is my thing. It needs to be like, I need to be doing it independently, but I really don't mind. He was like, dude, I'm just here for the music. I said, cool, man. But he was like, no, I'll just hang back here. What was I going to say about him? Oh, fucking hell. Well, yeah, no, that was it. That was it. Yes, hang back out the way. And I said that to her. I said, but from your point of view, be far enough away from me so that you're in your bubble. And I said, watch the people. That was it. I'd said to her, what stops you? What stops you? Your head. And she went, yeah, I get really anxious. And I went, I get anxious about a lot of things. I said, but why don't you try it? Come down here like you're chatting to me now. You could always stop dancing and come over and chat to me. I know who you are now. And she's like, I live like 2 minutes up the road. And I said, well, look, the more sunnier it gets, the more likely you are to see me. And these are the sorts of times I come. So come down and join me. And I know you are. You don't even need to say anything to me. You can just plot up nearby and just start having your own little boogie. And watch them, look at you and let them judge you and feel the judgment and go, right, and then let them walk off. It's like a bit of training, like the sorts of things that I always say about battling anxiety, that then you pronounce them cured and say, look, you do it. And I was like, just, this is doing it my way. Do it gently as fuck in your own way. Only do it if you're happy to do it, and do as much or as little as you like, and then walk off if you need to. Do you know what I mean? I won't be... I really hope she turns up. I really hope she turns up, because a lot of people don't. I've reached out and offered support like this to a lot of different people, and they become scared. It's like fear of failure and fear of success at the same time, I think, because they have a fear of success because of cognitive dissonance. That's one that's often misinterpreted when they talk about fear of success. Talk about a level of deservingness, but it's deeper than that. It's more a cognitive dissonance. They've had a belief that they're always quite shit. When you do something good, your brain doesn't like it. Your brain doesn't want to be proved wrong. The thing that you do to me all the fucking time, expect me to just accept. But you see things and hear things like, that may be the point. That may be the issue, right? Psychosis. I couldn't recommend it. Anyway, I think it's probably about time, very nearly time, isn't it? Definitely. Like I said, I don't know what I'm going to call this. I think I pretty much got everything in. I think there was something a bit more about that girl and some of the stuff we talked about. Something to do with being schizotypal. I don't know. I'm not going to fucking remember it now. And I need to just sit here and fucking think of whatever the fuck I'm going to call this shit. And, oh, look at that, lovely. There's angels all around you.